first of all, you need 4 egg yolks, and you want to very carefully separate the eggs. Take the yolks out very carefully. If by any chance you get any of the yolk with the white, it doesn't matter, because in fact on this recipe we're using the yolks. So in go the yolks there. Put the yolks in the big bowl, and then I put the whites in a jar or a polythene box and keep them in the refrigerator. So there we are. Carefully does it. And I find this recipe uses 4 egg yolks, and for my meringue recipe, we made meringues in January, I think it was, you use 4 egg whites, so you'll find that you can use them up for meringues. In fact, over here I've got some meringues already made, and you make that amount of meringues from the egg whites, 4 egg whites. So you've got a double recipe. In fact, when I'm serving creme brulee, I often serve meringues filled with cream with it, and perhaps some raspberries. Put that in there. They go very well together. And also, when you're making creme brulee, you need a fairly low oven, and I find that it goes in the oven after you cook the creme brulee. Then you turn it down a bit and you can cook the meringue. So while the oven's on, you can use it at the same time. So that's 3 egg yolks in there, and now 4. Very carefully. There we are. 4 egg yolks and 4 egg whites in there. And while I remember, I'm going to label those, because this is what I always do, is put on either write it in a waterproof pen on the top of a polythene box, or write 4 egg whites, and then I know when I stick them in the fridge that I will remember that what's in the jar. So I'll put it on there. There we are, and I'll remember when it comes to making meringues, because there's no need to make meringues now if you don't particularly want to. You can put them in the fridge, put the lid on, and they'll keep for a month. Or you can put them in the freezer, and they freeze beautifully, egg whites. And again, remember to label them, and then you can use them up for something like meringues. So there we are, keep them chilled, and they'll be ready. So we've got the 4 egg whites in the bowl, and I'm going to add the remaining ingredients. Now I've got vanilla sugar. Do you know, have you used vanilla sugar?
Yes.
It's a lovely smell, isn't it?
Yes.
Now these are vanilla pods, and many recipes call for putting pods actually in the liquid. Well, I find you've got to wash them off afterwards, and what I do is I keep, what have I got, 3 here, 3 pods, and I keep them in the sugar, and I keep a small amount of sugar, what is it, about a pound, in here, and whenever I want to use them for a cake recipe or for something like creme brulee, I just take the amount out that I need. So I take, for this recipe, I need 1 ounce, and 1 ounce is 1 level tablespoon. So there we are. And have a smell, because it really does smell vanilla-y, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Gorgeous.
There we are. And that I will keep until next time I use it. Now to the cream part. The cream, you want to use single cream. That's half a pint. Now, because it's fairly runny, there's none to scrape out at the bottom. A pint of single cream. So there's really not much to remember in this recipe. There we are. Take the cream and put it over the heat, and you don't boil it. You bring it to scalding point, and if you boil it, you'll have to let it get down to scalding point. Now, scalding is about 185 degrees Fahrenheit. But I'm not very good at temperatures, and I wouldn't be bothered to use a thermometer. If you take it that it's very, very, very hot and you can hardly put your finger in. I know that at home our central heating, if by any chance it's on 180, it burns everybody, and you have to put it back to 160 for the hot water. So make sure that you don't get it too hot. If you do, you'll have to lower it down. So keep stirring it and let it get just until it's. So now that is hot, but not 185. You could use double cream for this recipe, but it would only add to the cost. And I find that if you butter the dish that you're going to cook it in really well, that puts the fat content up enough. And why use double when you can get away with single? And the same with, I don't use double cream for filling something like meringues. I always use whipping cream, which has a lower fat content, and you can whip it. So again, why use the expensive cream when you can get away with something like whipping cream? You can use sterilised cream if you wish, but I don't like it quite as much as fresh cream because it doesn't quite give the same flavour. Now that's, I can hardly keep my finger in that. I had the heat on. If you're wondering why it's heating so quickly, I had it on and that's why it's heated quickly. Let's turn it back to naught and not waste. There we are. Now that is a heat proof. Whisk the egg yolks just enough to blend them really well together, and then add the cream. Now it's important to add the cream slowly at first. There we are. And then add it a little more quickly, using my favourite inexpensive whisk again. So there we are, that's creme brulee so far. It's easy, isn't it? Then put it into a well-buttered dish. That wants to be about 1.5 pints. And if you do it in a shallow dish like that, that's an ideal shape because then you get a lot of crispy, crunchy on top. Then put water around the outside. There we are. And then you cook that at 325. But first of all, I'm going to show you the sugar that goes on top of this recipe. So there we have one that has been cooked at 325 and it has absolutely set. Can you see it's firm and it has set, and also it's cold, and you want, this has been done a day ahead. So it's been cooked until it's firm, and then you put the sugar on top, and it's brown sugar, and you'll need about 2 ounces. Just put it evenly all over the top, and at this stage I often put it over like that. There we are. So that goes under the grill. So first of all you bake that at 325, gas number 3, until it's set firm, about 45 minutes on the middle shelf, and then when it's set you cool it, and then you put sugar on top and grill it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And here's the creme brulee with its nice crisp topping. It really wants to be in the refrigerator 3 hours before you serve it.